because I know y'all call it football all over the world, but it's soccer here in America because none of us play it. And it says Qatar admits 400 to 500 workers died on working its construction for the World Cup. And they have a video clip here because a lot of people were actually thinking it was thousands and thousands. But this guy, I guess, who is a leader, uh, says that only 400 to 500 people died, not
That's still a lot
6,500.
of people.
Reminds us of like the skyscrapers in New York, how many people died making those because they didn't have no harnesses or nothing.
Yeah, back in the day, they didn't have no harnesses, but but now it's 2022. You got harnesses
They
and all
still
that
not
stuff.
giving them harnesses. They're like,
That's crazy.
we could get an extra 5% of profit if we don't buy harnesses.
Yeah, I
Well,
was trying to cut
it's
corners.
done.
But let's see what he had to say at the World Cup.
These are deaths specific to World Cup construction, the stadiums,
Specific to
right?
World Cup stadiums.
Do you know how many people have died in Qatar since you won the bid in the last 12 years from any construction related to anything to do with the World Cup? In other words, new hotels, new bridges, whatever. In other words, what is the honest, realistic total, do you think, of migrant workers who died from, as a result of what they're doing for the World Cup in totality?
The estimate is around 400. Between 400 and 500. I don't have the exact number. That's something that's being discussed.
I mean, there will be people, Hassan, who say that's a lot of people.
One death is too many.
But they would say 400 is a price too big to pay. What do you say to that?
What I will say is, one death is a death too many, plain and simple. And I think every year, the health and safety standards on the sites are improving, at least on our sites, the World Cup sites, the ones that we're responsible for, most definitely.
He's trying to cover up all kinds of shiz. He don't care about them people.
He don't. He just wanted to get the World Cup there and then make so much money off of it. Because I know they probably had. I know they made profit.
You know what's crazy is like just as quick as like the World Cup fever that comes every like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It just came and went. I felt like the World Cup was like a week and a half long.
Isn't it still going on?
I think, but it's like once USA lost,
Oh,
no
you
one
stopped
cared.
caring. Oh yeah, didn't it? So wait. USA finally lost.
I hate to break it to you, no, but what do you these people are crazy. They're pushing people to the limits, and we knew this was gonna happen. They're not regulating nothing, but
casualties happen and everything. I understand, like casualties happen when you.
That is a lot of people.
400 to 500 people is a lot, and I know you lying because you're not.
Could you imagine if
answer.
they're like, we built a new Apple factory, but 300 people died? They would be like, no, like,
how do you die? Like, what's going on? Like,
they ain't being safe. They're overworking people.
Man, but back to my heartbreaking news. USA loses World Cup, ends in the round of 16 after falling to Netherlands.
So basically, we made it to when you make it, what is it in college? The tournament, the NCAA tournament in basketball.
Sweet 16.
Yeah, like basically, that's what we made it to, and we lost in the first round because they have like pool play, and then you can get, and the only I think, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think it's the best 16 teams make it into a tournament style, and we lost our first match against the Netherlands 3-1. But usually we don't even make it into the little bracket thing. So
so it's good. So I mean,
it's good.
Start.
And they said a lot of our soccer players are young, so we'll have pretty much the same team at the next World Cup, and they expect maybe we'll get to the second round next year.
I mean, we might have Messi. They said we might have Messi and
No, they're gonna come play in the soccer leagues full, but they can never play for USA. They ain't
can't?
from here.
Oh, that's trash. See, I mean, I guess that's why we gonna be trash because we really don't like. I mean, growing up,
if you're athletic, fast, quick, got a vertical, they're gonna put you in track. They're going to put you in football. They're going to put you in baseball. They're going to put you in basketball. Depending on your high athleticism, all of that, what you fit best, they're going to put you in that sport. And honestly, like soccer is like the last thing that people think about. People honestly do track in the United States more than they do soccer.
Facts. Even though you go further in soccer than track.
So a lot of the soccer, at least when I went to school, was like more of the weirdo kids, and we never really considered it a real sport because it was like a lot of the reject athletes went to soccer.
I remember how I used to like soccer, playing soccer and everything, but one thing I hated was I knew it was a lot of running. Like, this is the one sport where like you can be doing so good, you can be running down doing so good, kicking the ball, then you pass it to one doofy and he tries to kick the ball, he gets it stolen, and then next thing you know,
You're
somebody
running
kicks
back.
it,
Yeah.
somebody like boots it all the way over to the other side. You be like, what the hell?
I'm sorry, I'm American and we hate soccer. And we call it soccer because it's not a real sport. And, they always used to have a joke back in the days, soccer was for the kids that couldn't play other sports, that they weren't strong enough, fast enough, quick enough, or tough enough. Go ahead and put them in soccer because it doesn't matter. But who knows? Things might be changing in America and soccer might become a bigger sport. But I think I think e-gaming it'll be bigger in the United States before soccer gets big. We just don't care.
I don't know why we don't care, but you know what we do care?
I mean, I could tell you, but I don't want to go. I don't want to say
go
it.
there. But you know what?
Because y'all know why it's the biggest sport in the world.
Oh Lord! But you know what we do care about? This next topic here.